At DJ Design Studio, we create a custom-made stoneware that has an Alaska theme. We call it a stoneware because it's a bakeable, it's a usable dishware. Each piece is a work of art, but yet it's a usable work of art. And I try to stress to people, if you just buy it and hang it on the wall, that's okay. But you ought to just use it. Go ahead and use it in your everyday life. Well, I came up back in the late 80s and started commercial fishing with a man up here and wound up raising 2 kids here, and they fished with me. That's what I love about living in Ketchikan. The stoneware, my wife and I have been doing about 9 years now. She grew up with her mother doing this, and she got into it as a hobby and then talked me into us pretty much going into it, full time. It's a good business, but it is very time consuming. It just takes a lot of work. Every piece is meticulously made and inspected before we put it out to the public. We hand paint every piece. Debbie does about 90% of the painting. She's the real artist, and I do the rockfish. That's basically what I do. I came up with that pattern myself, and I just started doing it, and I'm not fast enough really to graduate on to other things, so I just kind of stick with that one. We enjoy working with each other. We have separate rooms so we can get away from each other, and of course I have a boat too, so I can always get away if I want to. We had a couple credit card debts. We had a house we were paying over 6% interest on and had been for years. I told my wife, I said, this winter I'm going to make it my job to get a loan, a consolidation loan for all of our bills here and get us under 5% interest. I just started going to the banks, the local large banks in our area here where we've had a loan before, and give them the paperwork, give them our credit history, our equity, and it should just go through. The girl at the big bank, she looked at me, and I'm 53 years old. I've probably been in Ketchikan longer than she's been alive, and she says, Mr. Laws, you need to contact our home loan specialist in Juneau. And I said, Juneau? I said, why Juneau? What? You've got a home loan specialist here? She said, no, sir, I'm sorry, we don't. First off, I'm old-fashioned. If I'm talking about this kind of loan, I'm going to sit down in front of your face, talk to you about it. I ain't going to email you, and I ain't going to talk to you over the phone about it. And this man emails me 2 or 3 long pages of gobbledygook, of points. These points need to match this point, and these points go with this. And I'm like, I called him. I said, I don't care about the points. I want a home consolidation loan. 2 or 3 weeks after I quit dealing with them, I got a letter from Phoenix, Arizona saying, we're so glad that you decided to bank with us. And I kept reading in the fine print, and it come down to 9.5% interest. And I looked at my wife and I said, why are they doing this to us? Why are these banks trying to do this to us? I'm going to get this loan one way or the other. I know we qualify. The banks are telling us we don't. I said, I'm going to the credit union. Credit union one had always been good to us. I walked through the door, a total different experience. It's like I'm talking to people now I've known for years. When I went and talked to Angie Olson, she actually listened to us, what we wanted to do. She said, just give me a little time and we'll put something together here. We'll see what we can do. She called us back. She said, well, I think we've got it put together. And she was real creative about bringing up other solutions. We had this put together. We had our loan. We had it all consolidated for under 5% interest. The experience level, that's what really made the difference in us getting this loan. I really believe they were working in our best interest rather than their bottom line. Credit union is owned by the people. We own our own business, but also we own a little part, as a member, we own a little part of Credit Union One too, so that's kind of cool. They're willing to help small business in this small community of Ketchikan, and it just doesn't seem like the banks are willing to do that. So, I'm 100% behind Credit Union One.